Hi, my name is Megan, and I've been a parishioner here at St. Thomas Aquinas for 14 years. But before I joined the parish in 2007, I had actually been away from the Catholic Church for more than 2 decades. So I want to use this Witness Wednesday to talk a little bit about the journey that brought me back into this vibrant faith community and how happy I am to be part of this community. So I was raised Catholic in Boston and received all of my sacraments through confirmation. But I was also a very rebellious teenager. And as a result, I ended up walking away not only from the church, but also from my own family. And I ended up living on my own at the age of 16 and supporting myself. Those were very difficult years, but they taught me hard work. I had a very strong work ethic, and that carried me through high school and then to college, and eventually into law school and a career. And along the way, I took away some bad lessons, which is I believed that I was responsible for my own success, that I had to rely on myself and myself only. And it wasn't until many years later, when I had young children of my own, that I realized that I had been given a lot of gifts along the way, and that those were the gifts that had helped me through these challenging times. And I wanted my children to have the same opportunity to be exposed to these gifts that my parents had given to me. And so I moved into this neighborhood and immediately felt very drawn to St. Thomas Aquinas. And I still remember very powerfully that first day when I walked in to make my first confession so that I could be in full communion with the church. And I was so nervous to tell the pastor that it had been 22 years since my last confession, and here are my sins. But what I remember even more powerfully than that anxiety that I was feeling was how welcoming the priest was and how happy he was to have me back. And he said, "The Holy Spirit has brought you back here, and we're so happy that you're here." And that was the first time in my life that I had finally understood the story of the prodigal son. I remember as a teenager and as a child, I did not like that story at all. I thought, why aren't we celebrating the person who's done everything right? Why are we celebrating the son who's gone and squandered everything and has finally come back home penniless? And it wasn't until that moment with the priest in that confession after 22 years, when I was welcomed home with open arms, that I finally understood that that's the message that God has for all of us. So I've been so happy to be part of this community. I always joke that I came back for the children, but I stayed for me. And it's absolutely true. I've been able to be part of the Alpha programs here at St. Thomas Aquinas. And I'm currently part of a journey group that's been meeting for 2.5 years. And being part of these groups has helped me listen more carefully to the voice of God in my own life and to see the ways in which He's working in my life. So I'm so excited to be able to share this message with all of you, and I look forward to seeing you at the parish.